doing it since 2014. I haven't had this one. I had the first original batch of Double Shot 4 or 5 years ago, and it just blew me away. One of the great beers I ever had. Just one of the top-notch beers. One of the few fives that I gave out on Untapped. So this one is brewed with their own coffee. It doesn't say that it's espresso in here. The batch is brewed with our custom house roasted coffee and puts forth an intense, amplified, and well-rounded coffee character paired with decadent base beer. It is 8.9%. Oh, God, no, 9.2%. I'm not sure where I came up with 8.9. 9.2%, which is a little bit higher end of the spectrum for the Double Shot. Usually it's a little bit less, and that's where I started to think about. I was getting ready to say, usually it's in the 8%. I think the original might even been 7.8%. What else my train of thought? This beer is 11/27, so it's only 2 weeks old, 2.5 weeks old. They do say drink it fresh. They even though you can cellar it. And they've talked about, if you look it up on their website, they've talked about how they've refined this beer over the years, working with different types of different coffee roasters and how that affects your flavor, and then how now they've developed their own roast for this particular beer. So let's go ahead and give it a crack and see what we got. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments, because we do love talking about beer. It is just like motor oil. This thing is pitch black. Woo! Quite a, what do I got? Over 3 fingers of dark brown head on it. Chocolate fudge brown head on it. Just this thing. And like a typical stout, it is pitch black. I cannot see a thing through this. So let's go ahead and switch over to the aroma. So I got milk chocolate. More milk chocolate. Hint of brown sugar. And just a basis hint of coffee. Aroma-wise, we're not getting a lot of coffee. I have let this warm up. It's fairly close. It should be fairly close to about 50 degrees at this point. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a black coffee in there. That last one. Let's give it a taste. Oh, yeah. First off, just fantastic creamy mouthfeel. That's literally the first thing that I taste. Well, not I taste, but that's my first impression. It's just smooth, mellow, rich, velvety, and that's the mouthfeel. I got milk chocolate. I got a hint of like rum raisin, like dark fruit, but almost like a hint of like rum to it. It finishes the back end of the taste. The aftertaste is a nice rich coffee. And here's the thing. A lot of times that rich coffee taste, or that coffee taste, tends to be a little bitter. This is just a nice roasty coffee flavor on the back end. Extremely well balanced. No hint of the alcohol. There is a touch of sweetness in there. It's not a milk stout, but there is a touch of sweetness in there, like it was a milk stout almost. Again, so milk chocolate. Milk chocolate, a little bit of a dark fruit. I called it rum. Maybe like a little, I called it raisin, but maybe a little bit of rum. Some nice coffee aftertaste. Extremely well-made beer. Extremely well-balanced. Everything is in moderation. Nothing is over the top. The flavors are there, but they don't punch you in the mouth. Just an well made beer. Fantastic beer. As you can tell, I like it. So score-wise, we're going to boost it right to the very top. It's, like I said, flavor-wise, it's a little more subdued, but it's just so drinkable. So roasty, chocolatey, roasted coffee, chocolatey, milk coffee. It's got to be a 98 out of 100. Until next time, keep drinking.